Good morning. Happy Friday. Good morning, my Facebook Fancy Food Friday people. Let me know when you get on. I missed you guys last week. Good morning, Julie. Julie. Good morning, Connie. Connie's on this morning. Yay. Julie, what day are you on today? What is today, like 6, 7, 8? Maybe day 8 for you? Good job. Let us know. Type it in and let us know. Good morning, Lonnie. Yay. Oh my gosh. And good morning, Diane. I missed you guys last week so much. Do y'all know what happened? Did y'all see that I went on my personal page by accident? Day 7, Julie. I'm so proud of you. Just woke up in Cali, Audie says. Good morning from Switzerland. Oh, I missed this last Friday. It was so awkward, y'all. So, good morning, Ruth, and good morning, Christina and Barb. Oh, I could cry. It was awkward, but you know what? There was a reason. I found out the reason. I know that everything happens for a reason. I don't question that. And there was a reason. And Corrine, good morning, Corrine. Corrine's doing so well. Lonnie got to ride with horses this week. Good morning, Tammy. What was I, chubby? No, Julie. No, but there's a difference. Trust me, I'll explain in a second. I'll explain. Good morning, Nancy. Yeah, okay, real quick, my name is Tracey Bellion, and every Friday morning we meet here on Tracey's Fancy for what we call Fancy Food Friday. We meet at 9 o'clock, those of us that can, and then the live video runs forever and people pick up on it and watch me talk and ramble, and they read your comments and they ask questions and they send me emails and they send me messages through my website and they send me private messages. So a lot of you, good morning, Maddie. Good morning, sunshine. A lot of you don't get to see all of the traffic that our meetings on Fridays generate because a lot of people are apprehensive to put it in the comments. But it is working and it is doing a good thing, and we are reaching a lot of people. So we're just going to keep doing it. We're going to keep doing it, and I need it because let me tell you guys, last week I had some things to say. I didn't have a lot of time. I only had 30 minutes last week, which is what we did. But I came on and this didn't happen. I'm so used to you guys are so loyal and y'all are all there at 9 o'clock. And, you know, it's still hard no matter how many times you do this. I pray before I come on. I have a little devotional time and I pray that I can reach the right person and that I might say the right thing or pick up on something or not miss something that needs to be talked about. And that's important to me. That's why I'm here. And last Friday, there were none of my normal people. Not none. I mean, some of you found me over there. Some of you that might follow my personal page too, which was great. And I was thankful for that. But it wasn't my normal group. And there were people's names coming up that I didn't recognize and I didn't know. And I was like, what? And what is going on? And Julie, thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, Julie, more than you know. I appreciate it just as much. So, the amazing piece behind me. Yes, Christina, ask me again in a second. Ask me at my radio. That piece, the black and white and gold. Aw. That thing, that I will. Yes, we can talk and tell you all about it. I do love it. I really love the piece. Thank you. Anyway, so I finished my live and I was kind of in a rush because I had a full day. So when the video's over, I try to hop onto my computer really quick. Right now I'm on this is my phone, but I have my laptop. So I try to hop on there and you put it, it's a business thing. It's a back office thing. You put in trigger words and search words and I retitle it, and then I try to pick a good at least picture of myself that's the frozen shot that people will see when they're scrolling, so I don't look like this because trust me, with all this rambling and my hands going all the time, there's some really ugly frozen shots. So I try to pick a picture. Anyway, I went to my Facebook page, to Tracey's Fancy, and it wasn't there. I'm like, where's the video? I swear I pushed publish, because if we do all this and I don't push publish at the end, it doesn't get saved. So I'm like, oh my gosh, did I not push publish? Well, I knew I did. I knew I pushed publish. So then I'm like, well, maybe it needs a second. So I gave it a second, tried to find it again, and then I went, oh, hi, Sue. Sue, good morning. You're off to find furniture for all of that new paint? Yay, what an exciting day. I love to go search out pieces for furniture. I can't wait to see what you find and what you do. You've done some amazing stuff. I need to share that last dresser that you did with the poster and the watercolor works going on all around it with all the gorgeous colors. Well, good luck. Good luck. Good morning, Brenda. So anyway, it wasn't there, and I rebooted, and I'm like, I don't know what just happened to my live video. And then I was like, it just hit me. Oh my gosh, did I post that on my personal page? Which I don't know if y'all know this, but I don't post on my personal page hardly ever. Unless someone tags me, I don't, good morning, Debbie. I don't post over there. And I don't know why, I just haven't in a long time. I just do my business, and I've built such relationship, and most people I feel like are over here. So anyway, I went to my personal page, and there it was. I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I didn't know what to do. So I shared it. I shared that post on Tracey's Fancy. But let me tell you why that happened. You would not. Yes, Sue, exactly. That's your level. I mean, it happens. But I'm so happy that it happened. I missed y'all. I missed speaking with y'all live and talking back and forth like this, because there wasn't a lot of talking back and forth. It was a lot of me talking. But there were people that needed to be reached over there, y'all. People that, some were strangers, and some were people that I have not laid eyes on in the same room with for 30 years, that I went to high school with. And I got so many messages, and I even had I had two personal phone calls. People said, can you call me? Can we talk about this? I need to know more. And because I knew them personally from years back, I did. Usually I don't. I just don't really have time to give everyone time on the phone. Yes, Corrine, I did. I did pray for that. And I just didn't know that I call it not the right spot, but evidently I was in the right spot. So anyway, yeah, and Julie even saw people from her old days. So it was just meant to be. And I ended up having a couple of lovely phone calls and answered a lot of questions for people. And then I'm hoping that I will see them over here today, or at least they'll remember to come this way. You know, that's what I do. I send everyone to my website, because that's where we put all of the information on the website. So I'm hoping it'll help. And Corrine sent me the cutest picture this week. She put me, exactly, Corrine, I know. And I think Julie is the one who actually said it. I think Julie, when I had said oh my gosh, I was in the wrong place, Julie said, well, I think, Julie, was it you? Someone said to me, I'm sure you're going to reach someone that you weren't planning on reaching. And that did happen, Julie. If that was you, that happened. So amazing. Isn't it amazing? So Corrine sent me a picture this week of her refrigerator, you guys. Corrine has on the front of her refrigerator, I'm honored that my name is on the front. She has all these printed out pages and post-it notes with like encouraging words, or Tracey's daily food. I was just, and there's another one like Tracey's, I don't remember what it was, Corrine, Tracey's sweet potatoes or Tracey's Brussels sprouts. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so honored. You're in your kitchen every day. Oh, Sue, gotta bounce. I love it. I wish you lived next door, Sue. I like you so much. Go find some good pieces. Go find some good pieces and a place for you to lay your paint down. All right. And Corrine is living it. Corrine is feeling so good. So that was really special. And I haven't shared that picture yet. I wanted to. I'm feeling like I've got to get some furniture shares before I post more. food stuff, and I posted stuff for Zadie this week. Zadie and me and Matt, we did bath bombs, which was really fun. Did y'all see that? So I feel like before I can post more food and health, I've got to get a couple more furniture posts in there, because my furniture people, they get a little disgruntled with me if it's all about health and wellness. So I gotta play both sides. I would like to make this like a private group, but then people don't see us. So I don't know, I'm kind of playing with that in my mind. So Julie made her own papaya seed paste this week. And she's really been researching papaya seeds, because evidently they've got some great qualities and for health and wellness. And she made her own papaya seed paste, and she shared that with me. And honestly, Julie, can you share that straight to this feed? When this video is over today, will you go back into this video and share it in the comments? It looked really good. Did I not respond to your text messages? I am so sorry. I think I did not. Carrie is saying that this is her first time here. Welcome, Carrie. Are you here? Can you tell me, Carrie, what brought you here? I would love to know what brought you here. Did you hear about it? Did someone share it with you? Or did you see it last week over on the wrong page? Let me know what brought you here. I would love to know what brings in new people. I'm glad that you're here. Lonnie's got to run. Bye, Lonnie. I'm glad to see your post this week. Glad you got to spend some time with your granddaughters and your ponies. And thank you. And I know you'll watch later. So Carrie, we're really glad you're here. If you're new here, my name is Tracey. I am a furniture painter and refinisher, furniture designer. I've been doing this here on Facebook for about 7 years. And I have a website, traceysfancy.com. And if you go to my website, there is a special section in my website called Fancy Food Friday, because that's what we do here every Friday morning at 9 o'clock Central Time. I am on the Autoimmune protocol diet. Today it's day 8 for Julie. Julie's doing it, day 8. For me, it is day 145, and y'all know what that means? That means I'm almost halfway into a year, y'all. I am almost at the 6-month mark. Bye, Brenda. Brenda, thanks for popping on. It was so good to see you. Good to see you on here. Go to the doctor. I hope you feel better soon. And I know you've dealt with a lot, Brenda, and I don't know how often you watch these, but I know you've done tons of research, but I think that this autoimmune diet would be really good for you to try. I don't know if you have or not. I don't think we've talked about it. But anyway, have a good Friday and have a good Mother's Day on Sunday. So anyway, we meet here every single Friday morning at 9 o'clock just to hold each other accountable. The autoimmune diet is, oh, Carrie. So Carrie, you must know Maddie. I guess Maddie knows Carrie. So the autoimmune diet is a gut healing diet. They have found that autoimmune disease, and there are over 100 different autoimmune diseases, they stem from gut health and the health of your gut and the permeability of the lining of your gut. It's called leaky gut syndrome, if you've heard that. They are finding that a lot of autoimmune, or a large, like 75% or more of autoimmune diseases can be traced back to having leaky gut. So what has happened is, after a lot of research and trial and error, there are some pioneers in the autoimmune wellness world. There are MDs, there are people who were suffering from multiple autoimmune illnesses, and they started doing lots of research and trial and error, and they have come up with, the one that I like to follow the most is called Autoimmune Wellness. Autoimmunewellness.com is their website. Autoimmune Wellness is a book that they offer on, you can get it on Amazon, and it's full of information, and Mickey and Angie are the two women's names that have been in it from the very, very beginning, and they are, to me, the easiest to follow. I don't get anything to promote them, but that's just I don't get anything to do this at all, except for knowing that it holds me accountable, and I get to reach out to many of you who are suffering from things like thyroid disease, multiple thyroid diseases, arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, eczema, fibromyalgia, diabetes. In my instance, I have autoimmune hepatitis. I mean, I could go on and on and on. And a lot of people who have one autoimmune illness have usually two and multiple, or some that they don't even realize that they're dealing with, or some that they will face in the future. So autoimmune protocol, what it does is you eliminate all of these foods out of your diet, and you get down to a very, 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 very simple and very strict diet. It is not meant to live on. It is not meant to be a sustainable diet. It is a diet that you do for a minimum of 30 days, at least 30 days, and you need to do it 100% for that first 30 days. You cannot do the 80-20 rule during that 30 days, or else you won't benefit from it at all. You throw yourself completely off track. You need to stay 100% for 30 days. And you can find all of that information on my website, the food do's, the food don'ts, and I have on there my daily. Now, I've been on it for 145 days, and the reason for that is that my autoimmune hepatitis is very severe. It is, I lose track of words on these steroids, I swear, or I'm gonna blame steroids. Maybe it's because maybe it's because I'm 53 years old. I don't know. Maybe it's menopause. I don't know, but I can't think of words. What's the word? Progressed. It is a disease that's I've had for a long time, evidently. Did not know it. And so it's pretty severe. So I'm taking this very seriously because I'm kind of at a pivotal point where I'm going to head right over into cirrhosis if I didn't do something about it. And I don't want cirrhosis. I don't want to be on a liver transplant list. I don't want to have to face that. So I was lucky enough to find out in enough time that I can hopefully be able to stop the process of the autoimmune disease attacking the cells in my liver and causing a lot of scar tissue. So I'd like to be able to stop it, slow it down, or even possibly reverse it. So that's what we're working on, and I take this very, very seriously. So anyone can do that, and if you do it for 30 days, you eliminate all of these foods out of your diet for 30 days. You give your gut time to heal in that time. And then slowly, if you want to start at 30 days, you need to go through a reintroduction of foods. So you would maybe start with your nuts or your eggs or nightshades. Those are common triggers for autoimmune. Those are common allergic triggers, or food reaction, as we call them, triggers to the body. And they can they can show themselves in many ways. You might have fatigue, you might have brain fog, you might have a rash, you might have a rash that you can see, you might have itching, but you can't see any rash. Y'all help me out here. People that are on here that have suffered from these sorts of things, and that's what it is, help me out with some other signs and symptoms. With my autoimmune hepatitis, I honestly did not have very many symptoms, y'all. It was very, very silent. Looking back retrospectively, I did have flare-up times that I didn't know that that's what they were. This is my first experience. I did not know. Julie's saying bloating. Yes, that's an instant food trigger. It's instant. It's usually short-lived, and it's a simple one. It's a very simple one. But yeah, that's really a big trigger for people with like gluten sensitivity or celiac disease. Mara is saying achy joints. That's a big one, and I definitely had that. But achy joints can be so confused with just aging. It really, really can. But now that I'm 145 days in, I have zero achy joints, y'all. I've lived with ache in my feet, the joints in my toes, and the bones in my feet, and my knees, and my muscles. My calf muscles were always hurting. My shoulders, I was always going like this, and my neck was always achy. My finger joints and my wrists. I just thought it was just me getting older, or because I am a furniture painter and I was always picking up furniture. Y'all, my back, Julie, how often was my back going out? Julie worked with me for 2 years. I mean, I was laid up. I would just be laid up for days with my back. I don't have any of that. None of it. Okay, I don't lift heavy furniture by myself anymore. I learned from that, but I don't ache anymore. I don't have itchy skin at nighttime. When I would lay down, I would just be itchy, and I was like, is it the soap that I used? Did I eat something weird? I was always trying to figure that out. Julie says she watched Netflix, The Magic Pill, and she thought that was excellent. I'm still super, super pro. Watch Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. If you are new, oh, I forgot your name already. Is it Carrie? Was Carrie someone on here that was new today? Friends of Maddie. If you've not watched Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead on Netflix, please watch that. Yeah, Julie's got some very funny, Julie. Very funny. Don't share the funny pictures. But yeah, funny pictures of me being stuck. Sherry saying, me too, what do you use? Sherry, what part are you talking about? Me too, which part? Carrie, yes, Carrie. Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead on Netflix. The other one that I love is Forks Over Knives on Netflix. There's one on Netflix I didn't like. I don't remember which one it was. Very over sensationalized and very Hollywood. I didn't like it. I don't know which one that was. It was done by a young guy who was always trying to sort of like obnoxiously work his way into these big corporations, and I don't know, I just didn't like I didn't care for his demeanor. I didn't care for his tactics. So I'm not sure what the name of that one was, but I don't promote that one. Joint pain ached every day. So yeah, joint pain and aches every day. Sherry, is that what you're saying? Absolutely. That really is that, and itching, and maybe some fatigue off and on. Those were my signs and symptoms, but those are all can completely be confused with menopause, and completely can be confused with just getting older, or being overworked. But they're gone. They're gone. I do still have brain fog, but I have no doubt that it's from the steroids that I'm on. I have no doubt about that. So I'm looking forward to those being gone. Speaking of steroids, you guys, I started out on 40. Was on 40 for months, and I am down to 10 milligrams. 10 milligrams, y'all, and going strong. So I will go on Monday for more lab work. As long as that is going well, then I will go down to 5 milligrams of steroids. Our goal is for me to be off of them. I would really, really like that. So Sherry and Mara, yes. Julie, no nuts for the, yeah, I would go completely AIP, Julie. I would, if I were you, I would do it. I mean, you're already in it this much. Why not do the whole strict elimination phase? Elimination phase on my website. Look at the food sheets. The foods to avoid are on there. That's the elimination phase. Mara and Sherry and Carrie, I am on the Autoimmune protocol elimination diet. It is meant to do for at least 30 days, or until at 30 days or more. If you need longer than that for your symptoms to go away, my achy joints, itchiness, all my symptoms my achy joints were gone in 3 days. I'm not kidding. 3 days. Now that may be, not the case for everyone else, but yes, praise God, exactly. Every single day I praise God for leading me to the right people who encouraged me to do this, and it's exactly why I do it. It's exactly why I pray before I go on, that I can reach just one other person. And every single Friday, I have reached a minimum of one person who has said, thank you, I've been waiting to hear this. So share the love. Share the love. So yes, on my website, traceysfancy.com, go to the tab that says Fancy Food Friday. Everything you need to do is right there. It's a lot of reading. I don't have it really listed out super easy because we really weren't sure how long we'd do this, although we're doing it now. We're into like 5 months of this. And if anyone has any input, what would make it easier to look at or easier to read or easier to pull information from on my website, please let me know. I'm open to hearing your opinions. Carrie, when you go check it out, since you're new eyes and you've not been there before, would you let me know your opinion? Feel free to message me through the website or here on Facebook or private message me if you think that how I can condense it, or if you think that I need to, I don't know, just input. I would love some input. So thank you, Corrine. Stacy, the shows on Netflix that I just love and have watched multiple times are Forks Over Knives, and Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. Now let me tell you, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead is a gentleman who's huge on Facebook. He's huge. His name is Joe. Oh, forgot his last name. If someone can remember it, his name is Joe. Blah blah blah. But you can. Yes, exactly. Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. He juices only for 60 days. He does not chew food for 60 days. I've never done that. I don't do that. I'm not saying to do that. I just would like you to watch it so that I like everyone to watch it so that you can see the benefits of juicing. He does it really well. I like his personality. I like the way he talks to people. I like the way he cares about people. I wish he lived next door. So, but I'm not saying to juice nonstop. I'm saying to juice once a day, every morning, my green juice. The green juice that I was, the recipe I was given to by my nutritionist. That green juice that I drink every single morning, and I know people personally, my friends and people on here who have juiced every single morning and have found total benefits from doing that without even really changing their diet very much. There's a bug in here. Without even changing their diet very much. So yes, Joe Cross. Thank you, Corrine. He's very motivational. I love him. I've watched that show so many times. It's great. Please go watch it. Even though I'm not saying that you need to juice for 60 days, just see the benefits of juicing and do my juice recipe every single morning, okay? The other thing is Forks Over Knives, and they're kind of, Cindy is saying, almost 100% compliant for 3 weeks, dropping weight and symptoms improving, away from home for 3 days. Cindy, I'm not going to touch that to read the rest of that, but I am so happy for you, Cindy, because I know you've kind of been off and on. I know your heart is in the right place. So 3 weeks is huge. 3 weeks is huge, Cindy. Keep it up. Oh, someone's here. Good morning, Elizabeth. Yay! Hi, Boo. My baby's here. My daughter is heading out of town for a wedding, so she won't be here for Mother's Day. And she's coming by to borrow some clothes. Hi, darling. Come see me. Come get in the light. My grandbaby's here. Look who's here. Everybody say hi. Who's that? Are you starstruck? Are you starstruck? Say hi, Harlow. Harlow's here. Say hi. Say hi. Look at us. See the hearts, Harlow? Y'all give her a lot of hearts. Give her, oh, look at the hearts. See the hearts? Look at them. Can you give me a kiss? Okay, let's not look at, oh, what? Hey. Oh, she likes the hearts, y'all. Look at them. Oh my gosh. Maddie's watching. Look, Maddie's on. Oh, she's like, oh, that's her face.
So cool.
Isn't that cute? Look at her curls, y'all. Look at her curls. We don't have curls in this family. She gets those from her daddy. Oh, yes. I love you. This is why I do it, you guys, for these grandbabies and my 11-year-old. This is why I'm on this diet. It makes me cry. I have so much to live for, and I don't want to kill my liver. Yes, I love you. Oh, she sees the stuff in the back. You love this. Oh, I love you. So anyway, you got the bag of clothes?
Where is it?
It's right inside the front door. So that is another amazing thing, you guys. This, the diet I did not do for weight loss, although I know a lot of you that are on here are interested in it for that, and it will make that happen. But, oh, she's going, oh. Can you count for them? You want to count? You want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! Yay, Harlow. Oh, such big hugs. Such big hugs. Oh, you love the heart. They're so cute. They love you, Harlow. Yes, they love you. Should we sing a song? What do you want to sing? Itsy? You want to sing Itsy? Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. So the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Yay! Okay, Gigi's got to get back to work, but they do like you. They like our singing. So anyway, one of the things about the diet, you will lose weight, absolutely. If you do it strictly, it just happens. Your body starts to metabolize it. It's dying for that food anyway. I mean, literally dying for the good food. So if you will go to my website and look on my daily, it's basically, I mean, I change it up, but it's basically my daily diet and my daily menu. Did you hear that? That was this. That told Gigi that she's been on for 30 minutes. So anyway, your body will really have a shift. If you do this diet 100%, your body will really have a shift if you really only feed it whole foods, organic foods, and you're good to it. And then you can share clothes with your 27-year-old daughter, which I never thought would happen again. I never thought that would happen. So, and yay. She loves seeing herself on here.
Yeah, she loves
I'm
it.
trying to focus. So are y'all headed out?
Yes.
Okay, I love you. Okay, that's okay. Love you, baby. Let me tell them bye. I love you. Can I have a kiss? Oh, bye, Mommy. No, Mommy's not leaving. Okay. Okay, I love you, boo. FaceTime with me, okay?
Bye.
Y'all have fun at the wedding. Bye, bye, baby. I love you. Mwah. That's for me.
Yes.
Thank you, darling. We'll talk in a little bit. Bye. I love having them so close. They live like 5 minutes away. It's so awesome. Love, and then my son and Elise, his wife, and my other granddaughter, they live 5 minutes away. It's really, really great. I just had her, well, no, I had her on Tuesday, but we'll see them this weekend. So anyway, does anyone have any questions today? Any more questions? I don't know if I missed questions or not. Ooh, I almost invited people on. Let's see, any questions? I'm looking. Y'all shoot me up some if y'all had any. Well, let's see what Cindy said. Cindy said she's been away from home for 3 days and eating not as strict, and oh my God, I hurt so much. Last night I caved and had to leave. Lesson learned. Okay, so see, she's been away from home and in just 3 days. I mean, it's definitely something that you can't bounce in and out of, and it's hard. And I know, Cindy, that it's really hard being away from home. We've talked about that. If Cindy has already, but if you're new, I have every single Friday video on my website from the very first one all the way down. So if you really want to do it like a Netflix series, and watch my videos from December till now, 1 week at a time, feel free. I mean, some of them are pretty entertaining. You can also watch the transformation in me. I think that you can watch the transformation in the way my body looks. You can watch the transformation in my attitude. You can watch the transformation in my going from fearful to confident. I was very fearful when I started this. A lot of fear. I was terrified. I thought I was going to lose my liver for sure. And to be honest with y'all, we won't know about my liver until I have my next biopsy, which could be anywhere from another 7 to 12 months down the road. So I'm doing this now to just so that my biopsy, I am praying, will be what we will hear what we want to hear at that time, and that my liver is healed and has maybe even regenerated some. And we also, I'm also doing it for quality of life because hello, no matter what, no matter if we get bad news in 7 to 12 months, I still am feeling better right now, every single day. Every single day. I'll be honest again with you guys. Today, I'm very tired, and I was very tired yesterday, and there's really no reason, so I don't know why. It can't be a food reaction because I haven't changed or added anything to my diet. I think it's just an autoimmune thing. I think it's a different kind of tired. It's not like, oh, mama needs some more sleep tired. It's this kind of in your bones, can't keep your eyes open tired. So yesterday I took a 3-hour nap. That is crazy. I went back to bed as soon as I got Zadie to school, and I slept from 8 until 11. That was after a whole night's sleep. So, you listen to your bodies, you guys. Listen to your bodies. Do what you need if you can. If you are at work and you're working every day and you're super tired, at least come home and go straight to bed. Don't come home and do laundry or run errands or cook. Just say, not doing it. Y'all can eat sandwiches tonight. I'm tired, I'm gonna take a nap, and then get up for a little bit, take a bath, and go back to bed. Listen to your bodies, I have Corrine, I have been pretty busy, but not really any more busy than I had been before. So, but yeah, when I start feeling that, I just give myself permission to take a nap, and it helps. And today, I'm probably gonna take a nap again today. So, which, I don't want to sound like a prima donna to those of you that are going to work every day. I do have a full-time job. I just work from home. I am a furniture painter, and I have an online business, and I have a local painting business here. And I do have a full-time job, but I just have flexibility because I am my own boss. So Connie, good question. Very good question. Connie said, can you make the green juice ahead of time? And you can. The green juice, making it every single morning is a little bit of a pain. Yes, D. Yes, D. Okay, D, I'm glad we touched on that. Yes, making the juice every single morning on location is a pain. And I know Connie is asking, and Connie works. Connie's at work right now, I'm pretty sure. Yes, you can make it ahead of time and put it in. You need to seal it, and I find it's best to put it in a glass jar. Put it in those ball jars or the mason jars, and seal it really tightly. It's better to store in glass than it is to store in plastic. If you want to store in plastic, just if you need to, be sure it's BPA free. But seal it really tight. You want as little air getting to it as possible because it starts to oxidize. And then you start to lose nutritional value. They say you need to drink it within 10 minutes of making it for the best nutritional value, okay? So you need to, but only keep it up for up to 72 hours, so 3 days. So yes, Connie, make it, and you can do 3 days worth. So every 3 days, maybe make new juice. Corrine said, I juice at night for 2 days. So she makes her juice at night, she refrigerates it, and she makes enough for 2 days. I think that's what she's saying. D, I'm embarrassed at being so tired. D, are you juicing? Are you juicing already? If you could watch Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, if you haven't, it's just a one show on Netflix. You might could even find it on YouTube. I'm not sure, but if you have Netflix, you can get it there. D is not juicing. D, if you will go to my website, traceysfancy.com. If someone could, Julie, are you still on? Will you put in the link, traceysfancy.com for me, if you're still on? Or Corrine, can you do that? Go to traceysfancy.com, go to the tab that is Fancy Food Friday, and look for the green juice. Do that juice every single day. It's best if you do it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. That way, it is absorbed through the lining of your gut a lot faster, and it's not a smoothie, it's a juice. It's not a smoothie, it's not where you blend it all up in a smoothie maker. It's don't put it in a blender or in a bullet. It's a juice. You have to have a juicer to do that. And that's what keeps a lot of people from doing it, because they can't afford the juicer, or they don't want to invest in a juicer. You don't have to get the expensive juicer, you guys. You can get them at Target. You can get them on my Amazon. In my Amazon shop, there's a juicer for $50. That's the one that my kids have all bought and they use. My adult kids, they all have the juicer, and I think it's a Hamilton Beach juicer. It was $50. Another thing that someone has told me is, yes, Heather, that's so encouraging and so supportive. Thank you for telling her that. Everybody's just as freaking tired as you are. I don't care if they're faking it. They're tired unless they're juicing and living and eating really, really good and taking really good care of themselves. Yes, Heather. Oh, narcolepsy. I've never personally known anyone with narcolepsy, but I've always thought that would be such a difficult thing to live with. I can't imagine living with narcolepsy. I really can't. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Does juicing help with that? And do you follow like a whole food diet? Does that help at all? Is that even, I don't know what's behind narcolepsy. That's neuro, right? Is that a neuro? I think that's a neuro disease. Anyway, what was I saying? Where was I? Oh, juicing. Also, check on your local Facebook marketplace and on Craigslist. You can get juicers for like $20. People buy them, they think they're going to use them, and they don't, and they're still in the box. Or maybe they've been used 1 or 2 times. It's kind of, some people see juicing as a fad kind of thing. I don't think it is. I personally know people who have juiced for 40 years. They've been juicing for 40 years. I mean, it's not a fad thing. It's a way of life, but some people think they're going to do it and they don't. And so you can get a juicer for very, very cheap on Craigslist and on your Facebook marketplace. Deb, good morning, Deb. Julie is saying that she thinks one recipe a week needs to be shared. Does anyone else want that? I am not a recipe follower. That's why I don't share recipes. I do have some recipes on my on my website. Heather, okay, so it is neuro. I thought so. But you know what? Our brains are starving. You know that, Heather, right? Our brains are starving for proper nutrients and full of cells that are just starving for the right nutritional doses, and we aren't giving them. We live in a processed food world, and we are starving our brains, and it shows. It shows on scans. It's heavily related to dementia. I have read so many studies about that, about processed foods and dementia. Post on Facebook to get someone you know may have a juicer. Yes, that's another good thing. Post if you've got friends and family on Facebook, post on there if someone may have one that they would even just give you. But anyway, yeah, I think I would love it, Heather, if you would stick around, and I would love it if you go to my website and just read and follow the links and watch some of the videos. Yes, it helps with memory, D. It is. I watched a girl last night on YouTube as y'all know that I'm always kind of seeking things that we can talk about just in case I get on here and there aren't questions, or I get on here and people don't, I'm not feeling like I need to speak to someone specifically. I need to have something in the back of my mind. And so, yes, I watched this young girl. Actually, she's not young. She's in her 40s. She looks like she's in her 20s. She's in her 40s. She's on YouTube. And right now I can't think of her name. And I'm so sorry that I can't think of what her name was. But she was really, really interesting and just very real. And she doesn't practice. She doesn't have beautiful photos. She doesn't have a fancy website. She just throws up videos just like this on her YouTube, which mine are all on YouTube now. We're slowly adding all of mine to YouTube. She's got her videos on YouTube. She's a bartender, and she has lived her entire life. She was diagnosed with autoimmune in her 20s, but she had suffered from it from a child. And she had, oh my gosh, y'all, she had like 25 autoimmune diseases. And the doctors thought that she was crazy. They all thought she was just like crazy. And one of her biggest things was brain fog. That was one of her biggest things. And anyway, she finally, I don't remember how she said it, but she came across the autoimmune protocol, and she did it, and she did the elimination phase for several months because she had lots of autoimmune factors working against her until all of her symptoms subsided, and she slowly did reintroduction. She was able to reintroduce, nuts. I think she was able to reintroduce eggs. But anyway, she lives on it. She lives on this autoimmune diet and way of life. And she looks amazing. She works late nights as a bartender. Her skin looks amazing. Her brain fog, she said, is gone. She has some flare-ups every once in a while, but she said she would have instant brain fog. Hers was bad. It was like if you get bloating and you eat and then you have bloating, hers was like that, but it was in her brain. She literally would zone out. And she was at work at the time. She was working an office job, and her boss, they thought she was doing like drugs on her lunch break, because she'd come back and she'd just be like, and she couldn't think, and she couldn't process, she couldn't connect her thoughts. And they called her aside and they're like, what's going on? You are weird after you come back from lunch. I mean, that's how quick hers was and how bad hers was. I mean, I make fun of brain fog, but hers was really bad. It's gone, completely gone. So, I mean, I just read things like that, and sometimes I cry, y'all. I just cry. I'm so happy for people. I'm so happy for people, and for people being brave enough, like myself. This is not always easy to get on here, y'all. And but that's okay. I don't want kudos for doing it, but I want kudos for those other people that are doing it. People like her, she was just some Joe Blow like me. And I mean, but she didn't even have a furniture painting business. She didn't have an online business already like I did. I already had a platform. I already had a relationship with people. It was already kind of laid out for me. She didn't. She had just started from scratch. She just started putting stuff out there for people. And I see people like that all the time, and I'm just so impressed by that. But anyway, Julie was saying, good morning, Nene, my mom's son. We spent a day this week together, and she's I can't wait to get her here this summer. Dee is saying, oh my goodness, brain fog. My family would tell me I'm sleeping away my life when I was a teenager. Dee, I don't know how old you are, but I mean, okay, teenagers do sleep a lot. Teenagers need a lot of sleep. Teenagers are growing and faced with so many stressors, and they just do. God love them. I just think you need to let your teenagers sleep. I let mine sleep. I mean, as long as they were getting to school and doing their job, they had jobs, and you know. But if they wanted to sleep in the interim, I'd rather them be sleeping than out doing other crazy stuff. But yeah, you know, I don't know how old you are, and I don't know your story, Dee, but I'm glad you're here. And Sherry, I'm glad Sherry's here, and Carrie is here. Those are some new names that I see today. I love you too, Nene. Nene, if you go back and watch from the beginning, Harlow popped in today and came on, and she was doing this. And they were giving her hearts, so the hearts were bursting. When you get the hearts, they burst on the screen, and it's really pretty, and she loved that. It was so cute. She's so cute. So anyway, you guys, Julie, I'm open to putting recipes on weekly. I do have some recipes on my website, but they're just a few. There's just a few recipes that I've seen that I thought were super simple and super easy for snacks and smoothies. Because y'all all know I love my smoothies. I love my smoothies. And I love my sweet potatoes, and I love my Brussels sprouts, and I love my salad. So my website page is full of those. But not other recipes. Like Julie, she dives way in. She gets in there and experiments, and I love that. I need people like that on here sharing those things, because I'm not going to do that. I don't spend time in my kitchen like that. When I get off of here, I may not have kids at home during the day because Zadie's in school, but I'm out painting. So I am working. Speaking of, summer is almost here, and I'm going to have a kiddo home with me every day, and I'm going to have some shifting going on. I'm going to have some shifting going on in my kitchen, shifting going on with my meals, because we are busy doing things in the summer. We're going to Fiesta, Texas. We go on little road trips. We go, to SeaWorld. So I've got some shifting going on for sure. So y'all will have to shift with me, and I will share that. And who asked about that piece behind me? Are you still with us? Ooh, who was it? Heather? Was it Heather? Who asked? Are you still there? Does anyone remember? I don't know. Okay, that piece back there, let me tell you, that is an old Victorola, is that right? Radio cabinet. We ended up gutting it. The stereo turntable, it had a turntable in it. Let me move this. Woo! The turntable didn't work anymore. I left it in for a long time, but we ended up taking it out. The black and the white in the front is fabric. If I can pick this up. See? The black and the white's fabric. That was where the speaker was. And it's got the most beautiful legs on it. And it opens up. And like I said, we gutted it, and Matt added a couple of shelves for it inside, and it's where I store my candles in there. I store some of my work supplies in there. My painted furniture has been featured in probably 10, 12 issues of magazines, so I keep those as my keepsakes in there. My magazines that have articles about me and my furniture and my business are in there. And what else do I have in there? I think I got some photo albums. Oh, some family Bibles are in there. So I painted it. I painted it myself. It's painted black. The paint that I used on that was the Heirloom Traditions all-in-one paint. I used the all-in-one Heirloom Traditions paint, black and white, and then my favorite bottle of gold. And that's it, just black and white and gold. It's really simple, but it sits as a centerpiece. It takes up that entire wall, or not the entire wall, it's a small wall, but I covered the whole wall. It's my gallery wall. You see that? From the top. It's signs that mean something to me, or that have been given to me, or that say something special. Like, she's whiskey in a teacup. That used to be me, but I am no longer whiskey. I'm whiskey free. Don't look back. You're not going that way. There will be no working during drinking hours. You don't have to be crazy to work here. We'll train you. A picture, that gold frame photo over there is Zadie when she was she was 18 months old in the middle of a wheat field. And we took that picture. That's an oil painting of my husband's grandmother. The sign up in the very corner, it says slow down right up there. Those were the last audible words that my mother said to me before she passed away. My mother lost her speech. She had breast cancer, and it ended up it metastasized in her spine and ended up in her brain, and really changed her personality at the end, and unfortunately, and eventually she lost speech. She would lose speech for weeks at a time, and then she would just say a word like, I'm fine. And we'd be like, oh my gosh, she talked. Anyway, she said slow down to me. So I saw that sign at Hobby Lobby and I bought it, and it means a lot, and I have to tell myself that often. Another one says, messy bun and getting stuff done. Have y'all seen that? It's at Hobby Lobby, and hello, I had to buy it. So I think that's it. Oh, she created a life she loved. That one means a lot, and I've been doing that since I was diagnosed back. Well, I got sick in October. I was diagnosed in December, and that was my goal, was to create a life I love. Not a life that's running me, not a life that I'm answering to, but a life that I love, a life that still can make me money. I mean, I have to have money, and a life that, I mean, I need to be able to, I have to have a little bit of income, but you don't have to hate what you're doing to make money. So it's a job that I love, and that's my furniture business. And I love where it's going. I love what's happening with it right now. And then doing this, you know, just embracing social media. I fought it for a long time. I thought it was fake. I was like, that's so fake. I don't know those people. You don't know those people. People don't know those people. Why you call them friends? But you know what? This is the new thing, and we get to reach people. I mean, hello, we've got someone on here from Switzerland. You know, I've got people watching from Australia often, and we can be friends like this because you guys are my friends. Y'all are here every Friday, and I missed y'all last Friday. So thank you for being here, and thank you for asking about my furniture, and thank you for being so encouraging to me. And I will go back here and read comments. I always do. And if you have suggestions, please share them with me. If you've been to my website and you have suggestions, please share them. And please share this meeting with anyone that you know that is suffering, or you think may be suffering from autoimmune illness. Share with them that we meet here on Friday. Share my webpage, share my Facebook page. However, whatever you need to do, let them know. Bring them in, so that I would love for everyone to feel as good as I feel now, and to be able to experience the shift just because of a change in diet. Not one not one single gimmick, not one single medicine, nothing that you need to buy besides a juicer and a blender and some fruits and vegetables. So Julie's saying, wow, Georgia. I don't know what Georgia said. I missed what Georgia said. So it must have been big. Georgia, I'm gonna have to go back and read that. I'm assuming you guys probably saw that. Oh, my doctors blamed it on my thyroid by the time I was diagnosed by a Russian, oh wow, this is long, by a Russian doctor for adrenal fatigue. I was really down, couldn't walk, no balance, brain fog, exhaustion. I stopped driving because of Dr. G. 3 years later, I'm so much better except for weight. I'm going to try your diet. I do eat healthy and follow diet-free life group. You're amazing. Georgia, I am so glad that you're here. Thank the Lord for Dr. G. You can see the difference that it makes in the way that you're feeling, because you were debilitated. Definitely. I mean, it was had completely altered your life. So I am so happy that you're here, and I would love it if you would just give it a shot. 30 days. Can you commit to 30 days? Julie was going to commit to 3 days, and Julie's on day, did you say 7 or 8, Julie? She was going to do day 3. She was going to do 3 days, and she's already on to day 7 or 8. And I didn't doubt that was going to happen. I think Julie will go for 30. I really do. I think she will. I think even for Mother's Day, when people are wanting to take her out to eat, that she is going to stick to this and do 30 days. So I know I am. I'm having family here on Mother's Day. We're having family here, and I won't falter. I won't. I went out to eat at a fancy restaurant this week on Wednesday night, and I had iced tea. So, but I got to visit with my friends, and that's what I went for. I didn't go for the food. You have to think about food in a different way. I didn't go. I wasn't going. I'm not going to tell you that I didn't, while I was getting ready to go, have a little moment of a pity party that I wasn't going to get to eat the food that they were eating. And then I just, seriously, I looked in the mirror at my own face and I said, are you going for food? Is that why you're going out tonight? Is that why you're getting dressed and putting makeup on and leaving Zadie at home with Daddy? Is that why you're going? Is so you can eat? No, that's not why you're going. You're going because you haven't seen your friends in a few months, and you want to catch up on how their husbands are doing and how their kids are doing, how they're feeling, and just talk about life. That's why I went. That's why I was going. I didn't mind at all going. I was so happy to be there and spend time with them. I think they posted a picture of the group of us on Facebook. It was so nice to be there and visit and have some girl time. And they had their wine and I had my tea, and I was totally okay with that. I ate a big salad before I went. So, you know, you do. The way your relationship with food is very important. So, and Karina's saying she doesn't live for food anymore and she's never hungry. Just tuned in. Where do I find your diet? Belinda, it's on traceysfancy.com. It's my furniture painting website, but there is a special page. There's a tab for Fancy Food Friday, or there's a box, a square box that you'll see with some food and a blender and a juicer. That's where it is, and I would love for you to go check it out. All of the videos from the last 5 months are there, every single video. So I'm so happy that you tuned in, Belinda. I would love it if you comment and let me know where you're coming from and what your interest is. Are you interested in just weight loss, or are you here because you also have an autoimmune issue or some signs and symptoms in your body that are making you think that maybe something isn't quite right? And I'd love for you to fill me in and let me know. I like to get to know my viewers and know where everyone is, and all the time like I used to be hungry all the time. Yeah, all the time like I used to be hungry all the time. Exactly, because your body was hungry. You're welcome, Belinda. Corinne, your body was hungry all the way down to, not just your tummy was hungry, not just your brain was hungry. Every single cell in your body was starving for nutrition. What do we call it? Dense nutrition, right? We want to, can someone type it out? What's the saying that I said? I've said it for the last few weeks. What do we say? Someone type it. If you don't know it, I'm going to have to say it. Who knows what we say? We want to what? What? There's a delay, so I'm giving you a little bit of time. No one's going to say it. We want to, y'all remember this, flood our body with dense nutrition. Flood our body with dense nutrients. flood our body with nutrient-dense foods. That's what we say, okay? You won't be hungry anymore. You will not feel hunger. You just won't. After just a few days, you'll be shocked at how satisfied you are. You just got to find your routine, okay? All right, you guys. Well, I want to say happy Mother's Day to all of you out there that are mamas. I want to say happy Mother's Day to all of you out there who have lost your mamas. I want to say happy Mother's Day. There we go, Julie. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to say happy Mother's Day to all of you who are out there who are not mamas, but are mothering others in some way, because I know that you probably are. You may be mothering your coworkers. You may be mothering nieces and nephews. You may be mothering a man. You may be mothering a lot of friends. So I want to say happy Mother's Day. Thank you, Connie. Thank you so much. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, you guys. I wish you the best. I'm so glad that I'm in the right place this Friday, and I hope that we brought people over from my personal Facebook page. And I would love it if you would share this video. It helps so much when you share. I always get messages from new people when you guys share. So hit that share button. I'd love it. Tag someone you know that you think might could benefit from this. And y'all have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next Friday. Love you all. Bye-bye.